Carlos Nelson with Cascade Sports. We're here with Defensive Player of the Year for KCK. Who we got here?
I'm Robert Rhodes.
Hey, Robert. Talk to our audience. Tell them a little bit about yourself. What position you play? How long you been playing? What high school you came from? I know I'm running it down to you, but give it up.
6'7" freshman, forward. Graduated from Park Hill South, but from Grandview, Missouri. Been playing basketball since 7th grade. So,
what bitty teams you play for?
KC running Rebels.
You was with the Rebels? All right. Who was your coach? Give some of your bitty coaches they props.
Al Collins, James Thornton.
Oh, Albie had you?
Yes, sir.
All right. And who else?
James Thornton, my older brother.
Oh, all right. And where your older brother? What's he doing?
My brother's an assistant coach at Barstow. He trains, does a podcast.
Podcast?
Yes,
oh, all right. How you feel about your season this season? You're a young freshman coming in under a new coach. What was that like? You know, even the transformation from high school to college, and what made you go to a junior college?
Well, I decided to go to a junior college because I wanted, like every other kid, I wanted to be a Division I player, and I was like, this is a step that I need to take. Got to gain weight, all that, etc.
What you weighing, man?
I weigh like 185.
185, stick man. How would you characterize your game? Are you rough and ready, or are you silky smooth?
I'll say I'm rough and ready, honestly.
What with being a stick man? You be getting busy up under the boards.
Yes, sir.
What position you playing?
Forward.
Forward.
Yes, sir.
How you like that?
It was a bit of a change, but
What was you playing coming out of Park Hill?
big guard.
Big guard.
Big guard.
Oh, you got some handles, man.
Yes, sir.
On a 1 to 10, give it up.
10.
You got a 10?
Yes, sir.
Hey, coach. Coach is off camera. He got a 10. What is he working with, coach?
He's about a 6'7".
Yeah.
6'7".
Oh, get yourself together, son.
I'll give you 7, 8 realistic.
All right.
7, 8.
What would you consider the best part of your game?
My unselfishness. Like,
all right.
Willing to win no matter what the situation is.
All right. What's your spot on the floor? Where you like to be at on the floor on offense?
Elbow, wing. That's why I favor like being.
You got a 1 to 10. Give me that jump shot.
Like 6, 7. We working on it.
All right. If you got handles, do you go hard in the paint?
Yeah. Gotta stop and avoid contact. That's like my only problem.
Charging.
Just like you could say scared of contact, but I could take a bump and like get on out the way because I'm so skinny.
Do you slash?
Yes,
or you got a crossover, son?
Yes, sir.
1 to 10, what that looking like?
About 7 or 8.
7, 8?
Yeah.
All right. Don't josh me. Run your season down from the first time you stepped on the floor. What was your mindset?
I was coming in trying to make history, but we started off real slow, so I was like, I was ready to nail it in.
What was that like? When we do basically high school, and as I said when I did your coach's interview, Central High School had somewhat the same type of season you had, and when I asked their captain, they had back-to-back losses and things of that nature, and the young man said, I had to look at myself and see where I was going wrong. He didn't put the blame on nobody else. When y'all had those losses, what was your psychological frame of mind?
I looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, am I really giving everything I can give? Then I was like, I gotta be a leader. Even though I'm a freshman, I gotta talk to these guys, see what's going through their heads so we can get this together.
And when did you feel that the season started coming together for you personally?
Probably my 3rd game in, 2nd semester. That's when I started feeling like me, more like me.
Start trying to ball out of control.
Yes, sir.
What was it like for your team? When did you feel that the team started gelling?
I believe after we lost our first conference game, that's when we really gelled. We was like, we don't want our season to be over quick, so we was like, gotta get.
What was the locker room like?
We was upset, but we was like, it starts with us. At the end of the day, no matter what, it starts with us.
Uh, what would you say the influence of the coaches had on the team and the team leadership from within the team?
The coaches had a big influence. Like, you had an assistant coach that went to Kansas. Like, they been there. They know what to do to get there. So we got to listen to them.
You don't have to listen, but because
like
a lot of people been there, and you young ballers come out and y'all think that y'all got it all wrapped up in your mind what it takes to win, and don't listen.
We may think that, but they already experienced it. They've been
Yeah,
there.
well, I'm saying in your mind that's how. So you think the team bought into the coaching staff and the philosophy and what have you?
Definitely.
When y'all start winning, what would tell our audience what that's like? Tell them seniors and them juniors what that's like when you start winning at the college level.
Start winning, everything's just better. Like, you walk around different.
You get the swag. Coach talked about that swag.
Yes, sir.
How do you see how your classmates perceive you?
They start asking you about games and stuff. They start wanting to actually be there to support. At first, when you losing, they like they rather go home and watch you lose. But now when you winning, they want to be there to see it.
What's it like in the gym when the gym is packed out,
It's an amazing feeling.
and you come out on that floor?
It's an amazing feeling. Like, gives you extra energy, even more of a boost than it being on the game.
All right, with Cascade Sports being home of the student athlete, how important is your education?
School's always the first thing to me. Like, without school, I can't be in the position I am now.
So what you looking forward to for next season?
We want to win it all.
You want to win it all?
Win it all.
How do you feel? You talked about leadership.
Yeah.
Coaching myself because this virus and what have you is going around, and you're not able to get in the gym like you want and blah, blah, blah. What you plan to do for the summer?
You got to study film, do push-ups. I can do stuff like that at home.
All right. Do push-ups?
Yes, sir.
You get in the weight room?
Yes, sir.
How important is your diet to you?
My diet is very important. If I want to gain weight, I got to eat healthy. I got to eat right.
All right. What would you say to a junior that's going to be a senior this year out of high school? What kind of advice would you give them to prepare themselves for their senior season?
Work, and work some more.
Work on what? Your books, your game. Be a little more specific.
I mean, books is gonna be there, but you gotta work on your game. But school always comes first. Remember that. Like, if you're behind, go to summer school. Like, that don't hurt nobody. Always try to get ahead.
How does mom and dad receive you?
Good kid.
Yeah.
Kid to get his work done.
All right. What your big brother have to say to you about your win and how you progressed not only as an athlete but in your personal life, your skill set in life?
I'm getting better at it. He's saying I'm becoming more of a man.
All right, and that's what's up. Do you have you set any specific goals for yourself? With you winning defensive player of the year, what goals have you set for yourself for next season?
I want to win everything.
You want to win it?
Every award.
You want to win
every award possible. I want to win.
Do you know what your scoring average was this season?
But I think 9 or something.
9.
Yeah.
You think you can score more this season?
Yes,
upcoming season?
Yeah. Way past it this year. I could be more aggressive.
What you think? Because I'm gonna make sure I keep this film. What you looking to do? Give me some stats
Next season,
on the D and on the offense.
I probably want to average like 17, 11, 4 assists, about 4 or 5 blocks, like 3 steals.
How much did you get on the line this year?
I didn't get on the line that much. I probably shot about 4 free throws a game. I could.
What's your percentage, or do you know?
It's horrible.
Horrible?
Yeah, I gotta get better
Well,
at that.
I think you can get out in the schoolyard and improve that this summer. That's one of the things that. Did you have any turnovers?
I turned the ball over, but not as much as other players.
Yeah, but then we ain't talking about other players. We talking about
Nah,
you.
I was like on the fair low end of turnovers.
All right, because you know what? I seen so many good squads ruin the coach's dream, the team's dream, right at the end of the game, turning that ball over. What you plan to do about that? Be more mindful or what?
Yes, sir. Definitely be more mindful. Think, because at the end of the game you're tired, so you gotta be thinking game.
What do your coaches talk about that fatigue factor and that mental factor going along with that fatigue factor? Do they talk about that much?
You gotta be able to think and play while you're tired. Like no matter what, if you want to be able to win, you gotta be able to do those two things at the end of the game. Lay up some free throws.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure having you on the show, and we look forward to really covering some of your play next year.
Sorry, appreciate you for having me on.
All right.
This program is brought to you by the City of Fountains Coaches Association.